Right, it gives me great pleasure to present Hastings Report Week 23. Last few weeks has been a little bit iffy, obviously because of the weather, also because of situation with myself. So unfortunately, we did miss a few results here and there. I am very happy to be talking local football, and we've had some games. I think a certain Leon Pettit has had a game as well, which we will talk about later. But firstly, Leon, how's your week been?
Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah, it's very busy at work and no dramas.
No dramas, no dramas. Good to hear, no drama. If only no drama, eh? Right. So first we crack straight into the SCFL with the results from Saturday. First up, we go to BEXHILL. BEXHILL beating top of the table. Well, they were top of the table. New Haven 2-0. HARVEY MAPSTONE, who's obviously a Hastings lad, with a brace, secured a wonderful victory for the Pirates. First of all, it just so happened we've got the goals. Couple of nice goals there, Liam. What did you think of them?
Yeah, good goals. Good result for BEXHILL. Obviously, now they've got in their locker to beat the better teams in this league. Obviously dented New Haven's hopes of a top two finish. We've got Gorgebridge Heath breathing down their necks with games in hand. So good result for BEXHILL.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for results for our teams from Saturday. So we go straight to the fixtures. We've got Uckfield Town versus Little Common. Would be good if Little Common can get at least a point, just so they don't get sucked into that bottom two sort of situation. What's your thoughts on that, Leon? Do you think Little Common can get a result away from home?
If you look at the table, Little Common, they've got plenty of games in hand around the teams around them, so I don't think they're in any danger of falling near that relegation. I think this league it's the bottom three that go down, I believe. But
I asked BEXHILL and they said it was the bottom two.
Was it the bottom two? Is it? Oh, well, there you go. Uckfield lost their last 6 games, bottom of the form table, so you can only go with a Little Common win there.
Yeah, see, me of little faith. So Uckfield game was tomorrow night, which is Tuesday. We've got Wednesday, which is BEXHILL against Crowborough Athletic. A win for BEXHILL would take them to 5th, but it won't be easy as Crowborough have been a good old run of late. What are we thinking there, Leon?
You just sort of took the words out of my mouth, really. Crowborough, a good team. On the good day, the good result against Eastbourne at the weekend. So I think it'd be a tough one to call. Obviously, next to each other in the table. So
home advantage?
Yeah. I think, being a local podcast, you always got to back the local team. So go with BEXHILL.
Yeah, excellent. So then we're still talking about BEXHILL. So then Saturday, it's BEXHILL versus Saltdean. Saltdean are 18th. Saltdean obviously struggling, and I can only see one result there, particularly at BEXHILL at home. Do you agree, Leon?
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously Saltdean have struggled after the flash in the cash the last few seasons, and obviously I think their owner's gone. Well, it was quite. I think he was quite dodgy. The owner, something happened over there. Because I was watching the Little Common when they played Little Common. I was chatting to a couple of their fans and sort of said, what's happened to you boys? And he said that we lost the money and the owner was caught up in something dodgy. So, but yeah, just based on what I've seen when they played Little Common, I think BEXHILL will be all over Saltdean.
Leon's reminded me that Little Common will also be playing on Saturday against AFC of Ardenians. You'd hope they're sort of around the sort of same place as Little Common, that Little Common could get a home advantage and maybe get a result there, Leon?
Yeah, no, I'd bet Little Common. Ardenians' form's been not been that great recently, so definitely back Common with this one.
Right, so then we move on to the MSFL. Big result last Saturday, the 28th. Hollington 0, Sedlescombe Rangers 0. A big upset there. You'd have expected Hollington to continue that march to win the league. as early as they want. But it was a fantastic result for Sedlescombe. They also claimed they had a goal disallowed, which Hollington vehemently deny that actually happened. But it's Hollington. There's obviously some Twitter there. Yeah, so Hollington and Sedlescombe both hit the woodwork. Hollington were down to 10 men for I think it was about 80 minutes. Samuel Scott got sent off. He didn't know what for, but allegedly the ref said it was for a kick. A lot of people were unsighted. Take that from what you want. But yeah, apparently Sedlescombe defended like absolute, superbly, and stopped Hollington. I mean, it's a big turn up there, isn't it? Really, Leon?
Yeah, no one was expecting that result. But yeah, you got to give it to Sedlescombe. It's sort of the other local teams in this area always going to, well, anyone in this league is going to, want to give Hollington a good game, but more so, as we saw on Saturday, like Sedlescombe, the other teams, Battle Westfield, are going to want to give him a tough test in a local derby, and they managed to pull off a result. So well done to Sedlescombe, but no doubt it's just a slight blip in Hollington season on their way to silverware. Yeah. How many trophies they win, we don't know, but I think guaranteed the league at least.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you there. So then we had Rotherfield versus Westfield. Surprise, maybe not a surprise result, but Westfield couldn't turn them over. Westfield really did need to win that to keep that pressure on Linfield. Apparently, it was a game full of chances, but Rotherfield at home are a different prospect than away, and it was apparently a very even game. So I've heard from some Westfield boys. So good result there from. Good result for Rotherfield, really. But Westfield will be kicking themselves that they didn't get 3 points. And just so happens, we've got George LANDAIS' goal, and here it is. Yeah, so your thoughts on the Westfield result there, Leon?
I'm going to comment on the goal first, but after his worldie, that we had on here a few weeks ago, it was a typical amateur, Saturday afternoon goal where it's bounced around the box. The defending teams failed to clear it, but a goal's a goal. But I think Westfield would be disappointed with that. Most teams in this division are, they're good teams, good standard of football. I know obviously Willingdon are maybe the exception this season who are struggling, but it just shows that anyone in this, as we've seen with the Sedlescombe result, anyone in this league can turn up and grind out a result against the top teams. That top bit of the tables, I think I said before, is getting interesting now, and sort of if you're a better man, you might start putting your money on Linfield to get.
They're not dropping points, are they? I mean, no. We've got those local sides that still got to play on. I'm sure that Battle and Westfield have still got to play a game against Linfield, and I think those two, Hollington have already played them twice, so you never know. But they don't seem to drop any points, do they? They just keep winning.
No. But just looking at the table now, I think Westfield might be kicking themselves in the number of draws they've got. They've won 8, drawn 6, and only lost 3 compared to Linfield, who've only drawn the 1 game, lost 4. But they've won more games as well. So maybe Westfield will be kicking themselves about 1 or 2 of those draws there. But there you go.
That's the way it is, isn't it? Right. So we move on to Willingdon played Battletown. Willingdon lost 6-1 to Battletown. Battletown in 3rd place, 6 points behind Linfield. Glenn Carrick got a couple, Paul Weatherby got 2, and Callum Thompson got 2 for Battletown. Liam Watt got the goal for Willingdon. According to Battletown, it might sound like it was a great game, but it wasn't. But they said they're just happy to get the 3 points. Battletown can continue after this weather-affected break to just keep winning.
Yeah, didn't expect anything less, really. You've got to feel a bit for Willingdon. It's obviously a tough season for them, but fair play to them for still turning out week in, week out. So I had a quick look at the game. That still got plenty of subs, whereas a lot of teams at this level, you might see a few players start making excuses, and that's when you start struggling to get a team together and get some proper, some proper thrashings. But no, fair play to him. Hope, I'm no doubt they'll get relegated, but hopefully they can rebuild. And so I've always been, one of the stalwarts at this level, the Mid Sussex Prem. So, but yeah, well done, Battle.
Yeah,
have a good result for them, and just look at the table here. They've got second best goal difference, third top scorers in the league, and
really have turned it round. I mean, from obviously we've said this a load of times now, but like we were fairly thinking they were done, weren't they? They were cooked, and they've just absolutely turned it around, which is great stuff. They're playing on Saturday. They're playing at home against Cuckfield Rangers. So that's third versus sixth. Cuckfield have got 2 games in hand, but they're 4 points behind. So I mean, it's a massive game for Battle, really. I mean, if they're going to catch Linfield, they've just got to continue this run, haven't they?
Yeah, that's that's all you can do. Really, just keep turning up, keep that level of performance going, and just see where they are at the end of the season.
So over to the other fixtures for the MSFL sides. It's the Sussex Intermediate Cup. So Hollington travel to Ferring Saturdays firsts. I've heard it from a few at the Hollington that they're they think they're going to go there and win. I know nothing about Ferring Saturday firsts.
No, you'd expect Hollington to win that one. Ferring are 5th in the Southern Combination Div 2. So I think there'll be a strong side, a decent outfit, but you'd still have to favour Hollington with this one.
So in the Sussex Intermediate Cup, we've got Westfield at home against Jarvis Brook firsts. Jarvis Brook, I've heard, a half-decent side, so it's going to be a tough old game for Westfield.
Jarvis Brook are top of the Southern Combination Div 2, so based on that, really, you'd have to favour Jarvis Brook. Their record is played in the league is played 16, won 15 and lost 1. So I think there'll be a tough test for Westfield.
But they've not been to the parish field yet, have they, Leon?
Exactly. Anyone who's played there will know that's playing surface is a leveler.
Yeah.
Not with Simon Ruckins working his magic on it, obviously. But...
then we've got Punnetstown playing Suddlescombe Rangers. That's the last game in a Sussex Intermediate Cup on this level. I don't know which way you'd go. I mean, you'd think it would be Suddlescombe's game. You got any thoughts on that one, Leon?
Yeah, no, you'd favour Suddlescombe. We're playing that sort of standard at the higher standard a bit. But yeah, who knows? Punnetstown have had a few good results this season. They've shown that they're a very capable side. But no, I'd still favour Suddlescombe with that one personally.
Okay, so then we move on to the ESFL. So ESFL Premier, and we talk Punnetstown. So Punnetstown 4, Bexhill Town 1. Michael Keefe, Casey Ham, Alexander Burton, and Ashley Chatfield getting the goals for Punnetstown. I mean, it's a real upset that Bexhill tonked by second place Punnetstown, who Bexhill are still 11 points clear. But as you've said before, Leon, lots of teams with games in hand. So it could change, but you'd always want the points on the board. So great result there for Punnetstown. Move on to Rockinore 1, Bexhill AAC's 4, Ben Barton, 2 from Oscar Hammond, and 1 from Roche Wells. Kind of gives a bit of daylight for Bexhill off that bottom 2 with this win. So a little bit of breathing room. So nice result there for Bexhill. Rytown versus Robertsbridge United was postponed. St Leonard's Social 1, Crowhurst 4. Billy Rumble got the goal for St Leonard's. It sounds absolute. He should be a rugby player. Reece Johnson got a hat trick, and Wesley Tate got the other goal for Crowhurst. Comfortable win really for Crowhurst there. So that's the Prem results. They're also in the Prem Cup, which is ESFL Challenge Cup. Westfield Reserves 2, Sidley 3. Sidley's goals: Logan Copley, Gary Hemp, and Daryl Shaw, with the goals for Westfield, Aidan Jane and Alagi Torre. And that is the Prem result. Going over to Div 1, AFC Jesters 4, Battletown Reserves 0. Daniel Bennett, Charlie Chambers, Joel Shannon, and Sam Crabb getting the goals for Jesters. Winless battle, struggling against and now promotion hopeful, maybe Jesters. They're not too far off it. Wadhurst United 3, Little Common Reserves 3. That man Attilio getting a goal again for Little Common. Attilio Fields, Connor Jackson, and Rise Jones for Little Common. At time of recording, Wadhurst hadn't put their goals up. A bit of a relegation dogfight this one, but a useful away point for Little Common Reserves. And that was it for league games in the ESFL Division 1. The rest of them were ESFL Challenge Cup for the Division 1 and 2 level. It's a quarter-final stage now, so it's Pass and Move 3, Ninfield 2. This was, unfortunately, at time of recording, Pass and Move have not put up their goal scorers, but I do have that Ninfield's goals were by Danny Austin and Jason Taylor. Same competition, Junior Club Tackleway 3, Sandhurst 1. A little bit of a shock there. Carl Manning got 2, and Cale Hackos got the other one for Tackleway. James Hewson got the goal for Sandhurst, and this was despite Sandhurst taking a very early lead. In the clash of first versus second, Tackleway go through. Let's move on to ESFL Division 2. I hope and I'm sure you're going to have some words to say about this. Who won Icklesham Casuals 2? Thomas Cumber and Michael Amar getting the goals for Icklesham, with Grant Wright getting a goal for Who. Much needed win here for Icklesham. Could this be the beginning of the Great Escape? Leon, I saw that you were on that the team sheet, and I didn't see any sub by your name either. So
I couldn't.
Yeah,
it was either that or bring on our 62-year-old manager. So I was going to be sub as well. I think I saw you the week before, didn't I? And I was being a bit, oh no, I'll sit out because my shoulder's still a bit. But
you made a stronger stuff than that, Leon. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, made the numbers up. Like during the week I went, we were going to play, and just the numbers were a bit low. So I said, "Oh, go on, I'll have a bit of a run out." Get there, one of our guys had been in the pub the night before and hadn't turned up. So it was, can you go up front? I was like, well, I can go out there, make a nuisance of myself, and chipped in with an assist, and we just all worked hard really. I've got quite lucky really with the result. I think Who probably did have created more chances, but just couldn't put them away. And I think out of the 3 or 4 chances we had, we obviously scored the 2. But it's unfortunate, Tom. I think he's done something to his ligament, his ankle, in his ankles. Scoring the goal, he sort of headed it in. Don't know if the defender, the guy he jumped up with, sort of landed on him or just landed awkwardly. So he might be out for the rest of the season.
Oh, that's not good to hear.
So it's someone who chips in with a few goals. So hopefully it's not that bad. But
does this mean you're going to continue up front now if Thomas is out?
Yeah, well, I've got to, and I'm doing I turned up saying I was going to do the Berbatov role because I haven't played in ages, just play it to feet, but I'm not really good enough to. Anyone who's seen my first touch, I'm not really good enough to play that role. So I ended up doing more running than I anticipated. Did the Heskey role.
Yeah.
Not many goals, more of a provider. Danny Welbeck.
Start, 1 win. That's it.
Exactly. But it was good. First game in the new year to get that win. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Right. So moving on, we've got Settlescombe Rangers Reserves 3, Pass and Move Seconds 3. Settlescombe's goals, Zach Boltwood got 2, and Reese Stewart got the other for Settlescombe, with Callum Brand and Jordan Uber getting 2 for Pass and Move Seconds. Then we move on to the cups again. So ESFL Challenge Cup for Div 1 and 2. Bexhill Rovers 3, Northiam 75 1. Ian Stewart Pownell, Marcus Powell, and Luke Elias getting the goals that take Rovers into the semi-final. So it's nice that the cups are beginning to get to the semi-final stage. Pesh Neil Hollington Reserves 4. Sonny Dulloway getting 2. Jordan Ray and Joshua Gray.
I think we've got Pesh on Saturday, so hopefully we'll play a bit better than what we did last time.
Icklesham, how are Icklesham going to get a result against them?
By playing better than what we did last time.
Okie dokie. Right, then moving on to Division 3. Catsfield 3, Parkfield 2. Jitters from Parkfield as the chasing pack make ground on the second place side. Unfortunately, this game, the goals weren't up, but Parkfield are still fairly comfortable, but a surprise result. Hastings Comets 2, Westfield's Thirds 1. Luke Darville and Kurt Foster getting the goals for Hastings Comets, and Lewis Barrett getting the goal for Westfield. This was in a battle of the bottom two. Comets come out on top. Right, we've got Orrington 6, Mountfield United 0. Scott Higgs got 2. Tom Benford, Tristan Hinds, and Sam Saunders getting 2 as well for Orrington. Move on to the Cup competitions. Not too many league games, but this is obviously the Sussex Bluefin Junior Cup. Sovereign Saints reserves drew with Barnum Trojans reserves 2-2, but won on penalties. They didn't have the penalty scores. My apologies. That was at time of recording. ESFL Challenge Cup for Division 3 and 4 level. BEXHILL AAC reserves 2. Crowhurst reserves 4. Crowhurst's goal from James McGrath, Ryan Jinks, Harvey Millwood, and a OG. Bexhill's goals were a couple from Louis Oliver. There was a couple of red cards as well in that game where obviously it must have got a little bit handbags. ESFL Challenge Cup again, Division 3-4. Robertsbridge United reserves 0. HERSTMONCEUX 4. Liam Johnson, Robbie Hodgson, and 2 from RORY COLLINS. And it just so happens we've got the 4th goal. So nice win there for HERSTMONCEUX. Another Challenge Cup game. Ticehurst 4, Wellcroft Park Rangers 1. George Brown got a hat-trick and Alex Bundy got an own goal for against his team, but a 4 scoring for Ticehurst, and Wellcroft's goal was from Matthew Williams. Okay, Division 4, Battletown Thirds 1, Tackaway Reserves 1. I've got Rise Smith scoring for Battletown, but unfortunately Tackaway Reserves goal wasn't up at time of recording. Hawkhurst United Reserves 3, Hastings Athletic 3. That's actually the bottom club, Hastings Athletic. That's they're 3 games unbeaten now, so it's good on them. No goals because they're not up on the system yet, so good. Parsonmouth Thirds 0, Burwash 5, Archie Jupp, Alex Underdown, Max Taylor, and 2 from Anthony Coulson got the goals for Burwash, and they're right up there, Burwash, for that fight for second place. So good on them. Division 4, Westfield Fourths 1, Sedlescombe Rangers Development 3, Tom Akerley, Chris Ford, and Jake Warner getting the goals for Sedlescombe Rangers. Bobby Baldock getting the goal for Westfield. Sedlescombe, it was their experience show through. Westfield still second, but this is now just on goal difference. So, but a little bit of a shock there with Westfield being at home, and that is Division 4. Okay, right. Well, that's the end of the results there, Leon. Just to talk about you're going to be playing. So you're playing Pesh. Is it at Pesh or is it at your place?
At home.
It is at home.
The mighty Icklesham Rec. Yeah. Hopefully the parish council have actually cut the grass. Maybe. Or if not, it might make the game a bit more interesting.
Well, I do wish you luck in your new Heskey role. And I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.